brothers, no lie. All you can die.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! That's it. 180. 55. I got you. What is it?
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13. Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, for touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, go to base. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. Gross. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Nice play, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Gross. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Gross. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Second and 10. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that's complete to Adams. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the Bears first down.
Set, ready. Put you on it. Guys, game situation.
On 1st and 10, LeBlanc. It's caught. It's Miller. He's got a first down and more past the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, LeBlanc. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, LeBlanc. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on second down, LeBlanc. This is Miller, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step back.
On third down, Gross. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and 6. Dancing to his left. Now, and I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Operating from the gun. LeBlanc toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Throwing on first down. LeBlanc completes it to Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight?
Back to throw. LeBlanc, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second and 9 now. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
But it brings up third down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On 4th down, LeBlanc got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Newton, and this is Moncrief for the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now Newton on first down. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton going deep for Moncrief. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
20. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
22. Jet. Ball. 58, boy. 58.
On 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
That's what I do. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
From the gun, LeBlanc. He's got Smith here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Gross. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, Gross. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Off play action. LeBlanc. Being chased out left. But escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter.